So let's just get started with the show.
All right.
Dynamite opened with a back and forth between Mercedes Monet and Toni Storm. How did you feel about this? Because I saw a couple of criticisms about this. How did you feel about this?
Man, like I'm on the fence of it. Like that's me. I'm mostly on fence with shit. Like I really didn't care that much. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad either.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I've seen some people criticizing. This is what I so over the last probably 72 hours, I've been on Twitter, but I've not been on Twitter just for like regular stuff. And I have been like completely annoyed with a certain fan base. And I was like, I fucking hate these people because their leader was just doing whatever she wanted and she was just tweeting some nonsense and these fuckers were just buying it. It was like, yeah, that's right, Queen. You tell them. And it was like, it was annoying the fucking shit out of me. And I was like, I hate these humans. Like, I really want these humans to like not exist. And like some of the stuff they were saying was just like so fucking irritating to me. And I just like, I don't want these people to exist. So then this Mercedes thing happened, and Mercedes, like, people were criticizing her cadence and the way she was talking. And I saw people that was just like the people from the last 72 hours that were just like, just vehemently just fucking defending their chosen champion. And it was like, they were doing the same thing for Mercedes. And I'm like, okay, guys, like, they literally wasn't saying anything bad. They just were saying, that they didn't like her delivery. They thought her cadence was off. Why is she slow talking? And I just saw somebody just come out and just straight up defend it. It was like, because she was enamored by Toni and she didn't know what to say. And it's like, okay, like sometimes like deliveries can be bad. Sometimes shit can be bad. Like sometimes shit can like when people are like criticizing, they're not just shitting on people, and then you just go for this whole all out attack of, oh, you're just attacking her because she's Mercedes. That's not it. People can say things and it bothers me. And I'm just like, we live in a fucking age of people with hero worship and the shit gets so fucking annoying that I'm just like, you can't even say an objectionable thing about their hero before they come at you and try to kill you. And it's like, it's so fucking irritating. But for me, I did think Mercedes, like, she did come off like weird in her promo. And it's not like she didn't know what she was doing. It's this cadence that she does, this slow talking, this honey, this. And it's like, dog, we know that you can cut a promo when you're really into it and like you really feel like, hey, I want to say some shit. But these last couple of promos have just been like some real, yeah, just throw it away.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for Toni just like being super fucking unhinged and still in character, like I would have been like, all right, this is like a weird go home promo. But Toni was like, people fear an original life, but I fear an unoriginal death. I was like, okay, that was fucking fly. Like that was fucking fly. Like Toni Storm, like when she's on, she's fucking on. And the only thing that left me after this whole promo was Toni got the attack, and it just felt like she's gonna lose. Just because she beat up Mercedes, it felt like she was gonna lose.
Where's the logic?
Yeah, that's the only reason. I'm like, yeah, this is whatever. It's like she feels like she's gonna lose, but I really hope that Toni wins. I really hope she wins, not just because to avoid like this catastrophic meltdown, but also to avoid the trap that's going to happen afterwards where, okay, she beats Toni. Mercedes gets both titles. Bet.
Yeah.
What happens to Toni after that? Like I said before, like the good part about Mercedes winning is we had Mercedes with a bunch of new matches for the titles. That's the good part.
Yeah.
The bad part is what happens to Toni Because what are you gonna do? Like if you're gonna do the same thing you did when she lost to Mariah May, keep her out for a while, and then she finally comes back and hey, she's back, and then beats Mariah, and that's it, and it's all over. Like this kind of dumb. Like, and I like she's not gonna have the TBS title because Mercedes is still gonna have it. So it's not gonna be like, oh, she can go feud for the TBS title.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of those impasses where you have nothing for her to do, and it's better for her to keep the title. And I know some people are like, well, if she keeps the title, who's she gonna feud with? I mean, I don't know who she's gonna feud with, but at least it's better than her just going into a black hole of I have nothing for you to do. Like she already feuded with Megan Bayne. Like there's not really anybody under there that can like feud with her. Like I mean, her and Tekla would be fine, but you could do it for the world title. It's not really much you could do with her if she's just flying with no title. And I
Yeah.
know that's kind of fucked up, but it's literally just how stuff goes in AEW. So I'm I'm kind of up in the air with that.
No, like you actually made sense of that because Tony without the title is kind of weird, like mentally, to me.
Yeah. So I we'll see how this plays out on Saturday.
Yeah.
And people were criticizing Mercedes for saying the show was on Sunday, and then like some people joke was like, "Oh, she's talking about evolution." Like that's funny, but like it just was a slip up. Like it's not too much to think about. It just was a slip up.
She's not the first one to ever do that, like some people are not used to these fucking Saturday pay-per-views. Even still, even we've been doing this for a long time, some people are not used to that.
Yeah. So then we had a Moxley promo, and they admitted it. They said, "Hey, I lost to you last time in a Texas Death Match, but now we're gonna have a match, and you want this title so bad, you're gonna have to kill me. Like you're gonna have to kill me to get the title off. But also, are you ready to die for this title?" I was like, okay. That's all I felt was like, okay.
Yeah.
So then we had the Young Bucks pull up in their limousine with the founding father on it. Okay. It plays into something later on, but like I have a lot to say about that later, but okay.
Kind of like an
So
obvious thing, right?
yeah, it was obvious, but like that whole segment, like I have a lot to say about that.
Yeah.
So then we had Bendito and Brody King versus Proteshita. And this match was going, and like in the middle of it, it just hit me. I was like, okay, Bandito and Takeshita have a match. Okay, so Brody King is going to take the loss, right? Brody King's going to get pinned because Fletcher has a match against Cole, so he's not going to lose. So Brody King's just going to eat the pin. I'm like, that's kind of fucked up because Brody King's cool. I was like, that's going to happen, right? No, that that didn't happen. That didn't happen. That was actually shocking. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, Takeshita pinned Bandito. It's like they have a match for the title. Takeshita pinned Bandito.
It should have been Brody, like you said.
Yeah, and it's like now they're going into the Ring of Honor pay per view, and I'm like, well, fuck. Like they're going into this pay per view. Like Bandito's gonna have to take on Takeshita. He's definitely gonna win now because wrestling logic. But if he doesn't, Takeshita loses to Bandito. Really?
That
Like,
doesn't feel
I'm
right.
sorry. Like that doesn't sit well with me. Like Takeshita has to win there, no matter what. But it just in wrestling logic, it looks like he's not going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That
It
feels off
then we had a
if
back.
he wins.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna be pissed. So then we had Christian, Nick Wayne, and they're teaming up with FTR on Collision, and they're talking, and Stokely brings it up. Stokely goes, listen, I don't know how you guys are getting a tag title shot when FTR should be getting a tag title shot because we have never lost this year. We have beaten everybody. Why the fuck aren't we getting a title shot? I was like, yeah, exactly.
You've been saying that for the longest.
Yeah, it was so weird because like they pointed it out, it made sense. I was like, oh, okay, like cool. So then we had Ricochet versus Blake Show and Blake Christians. I don't know why I called him Blake Show. That's fucked up. Blake Christian and Blake is fucking killing it. Then the Gates of Agony come out because they're Ricochet's group. Ricochet beats the shit out of Blake, and yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Do they have a name yet or no?
No, I don't care. Like, I don't really care. Like, I'm watching the Gates of Agony, looking at them. I'm like, they look like they should be doing something else, and they look like they should be like fucking just murdering people and like killing shit. And it's just like, nah, they just exist. Like, what the fuck?
Because I want to say
It's,
last couple tag team matches they had like high profile ones,
mm-hmm.
like they've done really well. Like they fucked their opponents up.
Yeah, like they're really good, and like to me, this like some people are like, oh my god, this thing with Ricochet is so great. Like, can you believe Ricochet's only been here a year, and look how great he's been doing? And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you people are watching, and like this is like fucking pissing me off because it's like, what are you watching? Like Ricochet is just like he just exists. Like what do you like? He's not doing no fucking magical shit where he's like killing it. He just fucking exists.
Yeah.
And like if somebody else like tells me one more time, oh, you just don't get it. It's like, no, you don't fucking get it. You just want to say something and you feel like you're smart because you're like, oh, I can say this and nobody can challenge me. No, the challenge is here. Like he's not doing shit. He just exists. Like I don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck people don't like. I don't get it. The fuck are you talking about? It's it's really fucking dumb.
It's weird to me.
But just leaving off of that shit, we get a backstage with the Hurt Syndicate in MJF, and MJF is getting ready for his talkie talk with Mark Brisco, and the Hurt Syndicate is like, "Hey man, listen, we're gonna go and we're gonna take the night off." So they go take the night off, and then somebody writes on the board, "We took your tag titles. It's Jet Speed." So it was Shelton's birthday, and they took the titles as a birthday present. So now they got the titles, and they have to get them back. Congratulations.
At least that made it slightly like more interesting because I didn't care.
I think what happened later on made it a tiny bit more interesting. Not a
Yeah.
lot, not a little, a tiny bit more interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. But like this was a little bit for me too because I really don't care about this match.
Yeah, I don't need it. So then we had MJF and Mark Briscoe. They're having a little talky talk. And Mark's talking to MJF. He was like, "Come on, man." He's like, "I know you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna bring up my brother, and you're gonna try to disrespect him." And as soon as MJF started talking, especially about his brother, I was like, I know exactly where the fuck this is going, and it's gonna be so fucking stupid, and it's just like the dumbest fucking thing. Like it's just it's just the most disrespectful, like low hanging fruit. And even people on the internet was like, yeah, like you could have went somewhere else with it, but like, why the fuck did you do this? And then MJF goes, no, I'm not going to talk about him. He was a great human. He was a great wrestler. This, that, and third. Like he's putting Jay Briscoe over, and it's like okay. And like in my mind, I was like, yeah, this is just a setup because he's about to say some hateful, dumb shit. And then he
Yeah.
said, but he's like, he's glad that he's up there because he's rolling in his grave watching you be whatever you are. And it's like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is you can't do anything else with like going like to dirt low bullshit. Like, I don't like. I honestly don't know what we used to see in MJF back in the day, because whatever the fuck he turned into is just like a fucking is just the dirt worse. Like I'm like every time he's out there, he's like one of the 10 people in wrestling that every time they show up on screen, I'm just like, I hate this and I do not give a fuck that you're out there.
Yeah.
So the Hurt Syndicate comes out and they're about to attack Mark Briscoe, but they get beat up by Jet Speed. And then Christian and Nick Wayne come out and they just attack Bobby, slam his leg in a chair, slam it, slam it, slam it, slam it, and now he's down. And it's like, okay, they made the Hurt Syndicate vulnerable, but both teams had to take out one person to make them vulnerable. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
Luckily, it was the bigger one of the two, too. Like that was smart.
Yeah, and the funny part is like I swear that they're gonna go to the match and they're just gonna win. And then like none of this is gonna matter.
Yeah, exactly.
So then we get the number two four-way for the Casino Battle Royal. And it's Megan Bain, Ty Mello, Thekla, and Queen Aminata. And Megan Bain wins. So now Megan Bain is number two and Chris Statlander is number one. Awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna
I
be
mean,
good.
of course, because like they've been feuding, so like that's the thing. So then we get to the back. Tekla gets attacked by Queen Aminata, and Mark Briscoe promises to beat the shit out of MJF. Okay. Then we had Joe. Joe comes out, and Joe is facing Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta fakes the Joe walk away spot. He acts like he fell, hurt his stomach, but then he attacks Joe. Then he goes to the outside and actually gets the walk away spot. And Joe was like, "Oh, did you fall?" I was like, "That was kind of funny."
Yeah.
And then Joe just beat him. Then Gabe Kidd came out, and I was like, as soon as Gabe Kidd came out, I was like, "Oh, this makes sense." And the reason I said, "Oh, this makes sense," is because Gabe Kidd beat the shit out of Joe, and that basically signified that Pac isn't back. Pac's not back. So the six man for the titles at the pay per view is going to have Gabe Kidd instead of Pac.
Yeah. He's
So
basically like Pac's replacement for now.
yeah, so I was all right with that.
Yeah.
So we had the main event, and it was Osprey, Hobbs, Shibata, and Hangman versus the Young Bucks, Claudio, and Moxley. I I don't know why I felt like they gave away too much. I was like, you're giving away too much
Yeah.
because I would rather have Moxley and Hangman not touch until the pay per view. But I was like, whatever. They did it. The match was a good match, and the good guys won.
Yeah.
So then the bad guys attacked them. The bad guys just beat the shit out of them, and they have Osprey down and they have Hangman down. They're about to put the bags on them, the plastic bag. The Bucks are about to put the plastic bag. Then Swerve is on the screen, and this made me so fucking mad. Swerve's on the screen. Swerve cut of 2 minute promo, and I'm like, you're outside on screen. Why the fuck didn't they just continue to put the fucking bags on these two guys? We're gonna stop because Swerve is talking? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. That felt weird.
Like I'm sitting there like Swerve is talking, like Swerve isn't even moving. He's just talking. And I'm like, dog, you're in the ring. He's all the way the fuck out there. He's not here. He's not coming. Put the bag on these fuckers and kill them. like I know people are like, well, what do you? What? It's part of the story. There's no realism to this, and like that's the thing that it should have been. Is like, you know what? Fuck it, we're gonna do it. So after he has this long expedition, he takes the Bucks car and destroys it with a backhoe. And it's like, oh, okay. And the Bucks run out, oh my car. And they get out there and go, how are we ever gonna financially recover from this? Yeah, 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 yeah. And then they turn around and Swerve does a swerve stomp on the concrete to the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Like, bruv, like he could have broke both of his ankles right before the biggest show of the year. Could have broke his ankles, but hey,
Just for a stupid spot.
yeah. And it was just like like it made no fucking sense to me. It's like, what are we doing here? Like, why did that even happen? Like, we shouldn't have had that.
Also, to add on to what you said, yes, they could have just killed the other two in the ring with the bags or whatever, like
Hmm.
wasting time with that like 2 minute promo. But at the same time, Swerve being in the back, they should know exactly where the fuck he's at. So they could have went to the back and like got him too within those 2 minutes, I believe.
Exactly. And it's just like it was dumb.
Yeah.
So then we go to Collision. We have the Paragon versus the Don Callis family, and it's Rapungi Vice and Fletcher.
I love how you
And
refuse to do it.
again, I'm not calling them whatever the fuck they think they want me to call them. I'm not calling them that. So once again, this is another. We're literally a few hours away from the next show.
Yeah.
Why are we having Adam Cole and Kyle Fletcher in this match? Kyle Fletcher just wrestled the night before, literally,
Hmm.
because Collision and Dynamite was back to back. He
Yeah.
wrestled the night before. Why the fuck are we having this?
It's stupid.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I totally agree with you. Like it's stupid. Like what if what like with the Swerve thing? What if one of like they would have got hurt?
Exactly. So after the match is over, and then we have another Moxley promo talking about how he's going to kill Hangman. We have Taz telling us how Mystico does the La Mystica. And it's like, okay, cool. Then we have SCU, uh, I don't even know what to call them,
I actually know
but
their name. I actually know
what's their
their
name?
name.
Okay.
Skyflight team.
Okay, Skyflight team.
I actually saw it like as I was scrolling right now as we were recording.
Okay, the Skyflight team. All right. So then we had Mystico versus the Beast Mortos, which was pretty good.
Yes, yes. I love Beast. I hate his mask, but I love Beast.
Good, because I still confuse on Mystico. And like I'm gonna be honest, I don't care what anybody says. Oh, he's so good. He's this. He's that. I haven't seen a match with Mystico going. Oh my god, I understand why everybody thinks he's this thing and he's this great. I don't see it. I'm sorry, I don't get it, and I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I do get it. No, I'm not gonna pretend I don't get it.
I agree with you. To me, Beast is better than him.
I mean, I just don't get Mystico. Like I just don't get him. He wins. The MJF gets on screen talking about, I'm going to beat you and I'm going to take your mask and you're not going to make it in the Casino Battle Royal. And I'm like, dude, the Casino Battle Royal isn't like a one-on-one match. And then we get Mark Brisco cutting a promo on how much he's going to kill MJF. And once again, it's like, this isn't a one-on-one match. This is a multi-person match. Why are you guys setting this up like, oh, we're gonna have this match at the pay per view? You're not gonna have this match at the pay per view. It is a fucking like battle royal. What is happening?
Here's the thing though, even
Mm-hmm.
though like the chances of it being a thing is like really slim,
Mm-hmm.
one of them could win and like you don't need the battle royale. It could actually end on a one-on-one. I doubt it, but it could happen.
Mm-hmm. That could be a thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen, but that might be a reason they are doing this, which, you know,
So
stupid.
Hangman is about to get interviewed by Renee Young. He's like, I don't want to talk to you. And he walks by her and he goes in the Swerve's like dressing room. Osprey's there and Osprey's like, no, man. He was like, don't do this. And he tells him, just give me 2 minutes. And then um Prince Nana's like, listen, I'm gonna go get some coffee. So Swerve goes, oh, you're finally here to apologize. You're here to apologize. And Hangman was like, no, I'm not here to apologize. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that. And he's like, listen, I just wish I didn't do what I did. He's like, you scared the shit out of my kid. My kid is just like he thinks that you're always gonna be in his room. That's really fucked up. Like, and I can never get over that. But you know what? That's in the past. And they smoothed it over. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm like, this works.
Yeah.
So Hangman gets up and he tells him, he was like, listen, my family's gonna be there on Saturday. They're not gonna be in the arena, but they're gonna be there on Saturday. And Swerve goes, okay.
Like
Hangman's about to leave
I'm
the
gonna
room.
avoid them.
Yeah, he said he was going to avoid them. But then Hangman's leaving the room, and Swerve goes, wait, when you burned down my house, it was really fucked up. And I'm like, hold up, why didn't you just say what you were going to say before he got up? It felt so disjointed. It's like he should
Yeah.
have said exactly what he was going to say, and then we could have just had to walk off into the sunset. But it was like, no, I have to say my piece now. But you were about to leave, but I had to call you back so I could say my piece, and we can end this the right way. When it just could have been all together, and then at the end he just goes, "Yeah, Mike." Like I would have loved it if it wasn't that. Like it was so irritating to me because like you don't do movie scenes like that. You don't do like scenes in dramas and shows the way that they did it. You don't do that. Like that
Yeah,
is so disjointed.
they
Like
do it the
you
way you
have the
said. It should have been smooth for everything together.
yes, you it's all together. The whole apology from both sides, and then they say the little thing, and then they leave. And I saw so many people go, "Oh my God, this was great. This was so much. This was great cinema." And I'm like, this isn't cinema because cinema would have had both of those scenes combined and the other part at the end. And it would have looked so beautiful. I would have been like, oh, 10, 10, no notes. I'm at 8, 10. Here's all my notes. Like, I don't want to have notes for this. This fucking should have been fine. But they did it. They did it the way they did it. I, I
Like
understand
I
the
agree
whole
with
thing.
you.
Mm-hmm,
It felt and like it's odd to say because obviously it is, but it felt scripted. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
When
yes.
it is scripted, but it's not supposed to feel scripted. But it
Mm-hmm.
felt scripted. I don't know if that I'm making sense with that, but yeah,
No, you're making sense. And it just didn't like I said, I would have said 10, 10, no notes if it wasn't the disjointedness. And I was like,
yes,
to me, like that took me out of it. I was like, oh, okay. But like if they would have did it, the whole thing and Swerve would have been like, yeah, like you burned down my house, I was gonna give it to my kids. I guess we should leave things in the past.
yeah,
And then Hangman would have said, "Oh, by the way, I'm bringing my kids. I'll avoid them." Like if they would have did it like that, I would have been like, "Oh, 10 10, no notes." But it didn't happen that way.
yeah.
It was a missed opportunity, but what can you do? So then we had FTR and the Patriarchy versus the Outrunner and Jet Speed. This this actually pissed me off. Like the match was good, but
Yep.
it actually pissed me off because every team in this should have been going for the tag titles. Every team in this.
And why aren't they?
because I guess that's just how AEW does.
Yes.
That actually pissed me off because I'm watching this like everybody's killing it, and I'm like, FTR should be in this match. Even the Outrunners should be in this match. But it is what it is. And the Outrunners and Jet Speed, they win. So good on them.
What's
So,
weird, the people in
mhm,
this match deserve to be in that match, right?
mhm.
But I feel like the people who are actually in the match don't deserve to be in that match.
True, true. That's exactly how I feel. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
So then we have a controversial backstage thing because I saw so many people get like super angry because Jellyroll is supposed to be wrestling. And we'll get to that later on in the show. We'll get to that
Okay.
Jellyroll segment. But people were upset about it. Like soon as they heard that, and then they automatically brings up the Kenny Omega tweet, which Kenny Omega walked back. He was like, "Yeah, it's nothing wrong with the Mr. Beast and Logan Paul at WrestleMania match." He's like, "It's nothing wrong with it. It's good for business." Like he literally walked it back. Like he walked it back with Dave Meltzer in the podcast. I was
Hmm.
like, "Oh, okay." And I saw so many people bring up that tweet. It was like, yeah, Kenny was right. Look, they're doing this with Jellyroll. But then on Collision, Big Boom AJ shows up, him, Big Justice, and the Rizzler, and they're dapping up Ishii and Hologram. And then they challenge the Don Callis family. And I'm just like, okay, both sides are bad for this, but only one side catches flack. And it's like, that's egregious. It is like, come on, guys, like, are you literally just gonna not call this out? And I saw a bunch of people like not call this out. Go, no, no, this is fine because he used to be a wrestler. The other guy didn't even used to be a wrestler, and it's like it doesn't matter. He's a celebrity and he's on the show. They're like, no, no, no. He used to be a wrestler, so he it's wrestler rules. Like if the other guy was a wrestler, then that would be something different. And it's
How
like,
many people would actually know that without them telling you that he used to be a wrestler?
unfortunately, I would because I knew who he was before he got there.
Okay, okay. Other than like wrestling encyclopedia you, because you know everything.
Oh, not a lot of people. Not a lot of
Yeah,
people.
like
But
very few, like maybe you and maybe two or three other people.
yeah, and it's like it was really irritating because like they just totally was like, nope, it's not the same. And it's like you don't see the hypocrisy here. But okay.
Like I'm the WWE guy, and
Hmm.
I don't even like the fact that fucking Jellyroll is wrestling. It is what it is. I don't bitch about shit. I don't even bitch about the Rizzler and all that. I don't like that either. But you know,
Listen, I'm so divorced from even saying something because I don't give a shit anymore. Like
yeah,
I just like to call out the hypocrisy in people, but I don't give a shit about any of this anymore. Like I really don't care. Like I
yeah,
don't give a fuck. Like I don't see what the argument is. I don't see what any of this bullshit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care anymore at
yeah.
all. I don't care. So then we find out that FTR is facing the Outrunners on 0 hour of the show. That's great. It's fucking great. So then we had student versus teacher, Gabe Kidd versus Shibata. And I'm like, oh, okay, like I'm into this match. And of course, there was a distraction because Marina Shafir is out there and the MWO was a thing, and that's a distraction. And it's like, oh, okay. So Gabe did get the win, but like before the distraction and any of that happened, I was perfectly fine with it. It was a good match. They was beating the shit out of each other. It felt like something I wanted to see. And I was like, all right, cool. But then the distraction came and it was like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Boo. So then Chris Statlander comes out. She messes with Toni. And Toni stands up, was like, "Wait, am I supposed to stand up so you can sit down?" And then they gave her a chair, and she was like, "No, this is messing with you." So yeah, that was that. And then
They
we
kind
had
of did
this
like a
big,
game about the game, like they didn't know whether to sit down or not. Like
yeah. So then we had this big eight woman again. And I know some people are like, again? A fucking again? Yes, again. It was again. It was Athena, Megan Bain, Thekla, and Julia Hart versus a different team this time, a little different. Queen Aminata, Thunder Rosa, Willow, and Mina Shirakawa. See? That's different. It's
a little
different.
bit, a little bit.
Yeah, see, different. Different. And they had the match, and the good guys won. To be honest, I don't even care who won because after the match, everybody just started fighting. Everybody just started fighting. Then TJ came out and some other people came out and was like, oh, and it was all the women because we were just going all women because they're all going to be in the casino battle royal. And everybody just kept coming out. They just kept coming out. And it ended with like Chris Statlander and Megan Bain. And that was it. So, I
Everybody in
mean,
this match like is good, you know.
yeah. So, I mean, that was that. So let's do the predictions for what we have so far. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. If there is any more matches added in the next 24 hours, we're not going to cover it because we're just going to cover the show, like when we
Yep,
get to it. So
yep.
we're not going to do a prediction for it. We're just going to do predictions for what we have now. And
Correction with you. You said if
mhm,
there
mhm.
is gonna be a bunch more matches, so
Okay,
prepare.
you're right. So who do you think is going to win between FTR and the Outrunners?
FTR, like they're on a roll. Like they have to get a shot eventually. Like that ain't fair. I'm not as big a FTR fan as you, but they need to go back to the fucking titles.
Yeah. So then we have an eight-man Big Boom AJ, Hologram, Kyle O'Reilly, and Ishii versus Ichizero, Lance Archer, and Roppongi Vice.
Team AJ, just because I feel like he's over. I don't know why he's over, because he's not my thing, but he's over.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
Yeah, and plus he's the one that's gonna get the pin, in my opinion.
Hmm. So then we got the Ops, the tag team champions, versus the MWO, which is Claudio, Gabe Kidd, and Wheeler Yuta.
For
Who do
the
you have?
titles?
Wait, who?
Is it for the titles? Like I didn't catch
Yes,
that.
it's for the titles.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. The ops.
yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
So then we have the three-way for the tag team titles, the Hurt Syndicate versus Jet Speed versus the Patriarchy. Who do you think is going to win this?
Even though they took out Bobby, Hurt Syndicate, they're gonna hurt them
Same,
all and destroy them.
same. That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
So for the TNT title, Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher. Who you think is going to win that?
Um, Unfortunately and fortunately, because I do like Kyle, but Adam's the bull. You know what I mean? I think Kyle's gonna win.
Yes, I think Kyle is definitely winning, and then
And
Adam Cole is just going to exist somewhere.
yeah, that's why I say the unfortunate part, because like I'm okay with Kyle having a title or whatever, but then like fucking like Adam's gonna disappear, and I don't like that.
Yeah. So then we have Swerve Strickland and Osprey versus the Young Bucks. If Osprey and Swerve lose, they can't challenge for the titles for a year. But if the EVPs lose, they lose their EVP status. Who do you have here?
I've been thinking about this for the longest because like I was like sketchy on both, like because it could go either way. But
Hmm.
I'm gonna go with Team Swerve and all that, cause then what you do with them? You have them feud against each other for like a year and whatever. You have Swerve go heel again because fucking Will cost them the title for like a whole year. You know, like I wouldn't
Yeah.
want that.
So I'm just gonna say I don't care.
Oh,
Like I don't care.
okay,
Like
okay.
I'm not even gonna pretend I don't care.
But you get what I'm saying, though,
No,
right?
I get it. I just don't care. Like
Yeah,
most of the people involved, I don't give a shit about. So
yeah.
that's it. So then we have the women's casino gauntlet. I have no idea who's gonna be in it. So who do you think is gonna win it?
Since you skipped the last one, I'm gonna skip this one because just like you, I don't know everybody who's in it. Because I could say somebody,
Hmm.
and then like it's like a surprise. That what is it? The Joker?
No,
That's
it's
always a
not a good
surprise one.
Joker. It's like anybody. Like this isn't the one where you get to pick cards. This is just like everybody comes out.
Okay, but regardless, my thing stands. Like it could be like a surprise person, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Athena. I'm picking Athena for this.
that would be so awesome for her.
Yeah. So then we have the men's casino battle royal. Who do you have for that one?
I don't know why. Like,
Hmm.
and I'm probably really off. I'm gonna go with Mark Brisco.
Okay, well I'm going with MJF.
It feels like one or the other, right?
No, it just feels like MJF.
It feels like MJF to you, but it feels like Mark to
Mhm.
me. Okay.
So then we have Okada versus Kenny Omega for the unified winner take all titles. Who you got?
I feel bad for this match because I feel like I should love this match.
Hmm.
I don't care at all. I'm gonna go with Kenny just because I don't care at all.
They didn't hype this matchup at all. And I feel like I know the answer of who's gonna win.
Okay.
And I feel like it's gonna be Kenny because like they're stacking the deck. Like fucking Don Callis is out there, and I swear if Don Callis gets in this match and like does some stupid Don Callis shit because he wants to be in this match and be part of this match and the legacy of this match, I'm gonna be pissed because I just want them to wrestle. I just want them to fucking wrestle and have a fucking banger. That's all I want. But if Don Callis gets in this and fucks this up, then I'm gonna be super pissed. But I'm going with Kenny winning this.
My opinion, unfortunately,
Hmm.
you're gonna have to be pissed off because I do believe he's fucking interfering and like doing his shit.
Okay.
I'm sorry to tell
So
you.
yeah. So then we have Tony Storm versus Mercedes for the title. I gave my opinion earlier, and I think Mercedes is gonna win, but I would be okay with Tony winning. So I'm just gonna stick with Mercedes winning.
Yeah, I'm okay with either one winning too, but I'm gonna go with Tony.
Okay. So then we have the main event: John Moxley versus Hangman for the title in a Texas death match in Texas.
uh, that one feels hard too, cause like they screwed us like past couple times. I think like Moxie should have lost like past couple times he wrestled. But I'm gonna go with Hangman. You know, like I'm tired of shit.
Okay, because like Hangman could win, MJF could win, and MJF could cash in on Hangman. And that would screw everybody up. But the one that would really piss everybody off, but it wouldn't piss me off, is if Hangman wins. I mean, if Moxley wins. Moxley keeps the title. He drops it to Will Ospreay at Forbidden Door in London, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, what the fuck just happened?" Like, yeah, Will wins it in front of his hometown at fucking Forbidden Door. It's a big deal. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, it finally happened." That would be cool. So yeah, like I said, I I would rather that happen. It would piss
Yeah.
a lot of people off, but I would rather it happen.
No, you're right. Like that right there is like pure great writing in cinema and all that, or whatever you want to call it. However, me being a dick, I want Moxie to lose. like regardless, even though that's the worst choice, like in this
Yeah,
scenario.
true. So that's what's going on at All In. And I know somebody's like, why didn't you cover Ring of Honor? We have no idea what was on the Ring of Honor card, like is currently going on now. We'll give you the results, but like we're not gonna give it to you right now. We're not gonna give you the projections because it's too late. Okay?
Who do you think's
So
gonna win? People.
yes. So NXT started and people were walking in the building, and Candice LeRae walked behind somebody, and Stephanie Vicaire walked behind somebody, and I was like, oh, they're there because we're having the Evolution Summit. Woo!
I didn't even know it was called a summit until you just said it.
Yes. So then we had Ricky Saint go against the Vanity Project in a gauntlet match. And the winner of the gauntlet match gets to pick the match at fucking Great American Bash. They get to pick what kind of match it was. And Ricky Starks wins. He beats all of the Vanity Project. And I was surprised at the match that he picked. It was a Falls Count Anywhere match against Ethan Page for the North American title.
Yeah, like why? Like I don't know what it would have been, but I don't feel like it should have been that.
Yeah, I didn't feel like that. Like I thought they were gonna do Loser Leaves Town, and they were like, no, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
So then we had Zarya and Sol Ruka in the back, and Laney Reed came up and started talking shit, and then Kalani and Lola Vice like told Laney Reed to step off, and wound up setting up for Kalani versus Laney Reed later. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's cool. Awesome. Great.
I don't know how I
The,
feel about Lady.
it's not clicking with me. Like Laney's not clicking with me. I can't get it. I don't understand it. It's not clicking.
Okay.
So then we had a little segment of Jordan Grace working out, and then Blake Monroe calling her and telling her she wants to take the day off. She wants to beautify her. And I saw like few people go, she left AEW to do this. And I just like immediately was like, if you don't know like Mariah like as a human and you don't know anything about her, you would just be like, oh, this is so dumb. Look what WWE has her doing. She used to be a champion. This is what she's doing. If you don't know Mariah, you have no idea what the fuck is going on because she was so fucking happy to do this. Like she was so happy because she's like, ooh, I get to do segments. Ooh, I get to do stuff. I get to make up stuff. Oh my god, this is so good. And it's like it was just like just pure her. And also the thing that like fucking popped me with this and like right after this, WWE announced, "Hey, we're working with Maybelline." She goes, "Oh," and I'm like, I don't even know how to fuck, and I'm not even joking. I don't know how the fuck this happened, but she was like the most perfect candidate. As soon as I heard they were working on Maybelline, I'm like, they're gonna do something with Blake Monroe, aren't they? Like she's
That
like the
works.
perfect candidate for goddamn Maybelline. I'm like,
Yeah.
it was like, God damn it. Like, I'm literally like in my mind, I'm like, how the fuck did you perfectly just fall into this company like you were goddamn built for this shit? Like this doesn't feel real. Like she's like the perfect candidate for some shit like this, and she just shows up and they just magically go, "Hey, we got to deal with Maybelline." It's like there's no fucking way to just this is somebody's writing this script. Like this isn't real. But this isn't real. This whole thing isn't real. I don't believe it. I don't believe this whole Mariah May in WWE thing isn't real. Like this isn't real. Like this shit just happened. It doesn't feel real. Like this is
Good
too scripted. I don't like it. It's too scripted.
good for her though. Like she's living out her dream and whatever.
I'm supremely happy for it, but I just still feel like this is scripted. Like I feel like somebody just like took her life and said, "Hey, here's all your thoughts and dreams. We're just gonna write them here." Like, what the fuck are you doing? So then we had a match with the no quarter catch crew, Tavion Heights versus Charlie Dempsey. If Tavion wins, he's out of the no quarter catch crew. And he started winning, and then he's on the outside. He's trying to get back in. The steps is ajar, and Charlie kicks the steps and fucks up his leg. And he just starts working over his leg and starts fucking him up. And at that moment, I realized who the fuck Charlie was. Because, like, for a while, it was like, oh, Charlie Dempsey is just a guy. And then I'm watching him just beat the shit out of him and work his leg over and just, like, be cold and callous. And I'm like, oh, there you are. That's Charlie Dempsey. That's the guy. That's him.
What you mean,
And
Charlie Regal?
yes, and he puts him in this thing. I want to say it was a regal stretch, but it wasn't a regal stretch. Like I'm trying to remember. He just like had him in like a leg lock and was stretching the shit out of him. And Ren Sinclair couldn't take it no more. She just threw it in the towel. She was like, "Fuck it, I'm throwing it in the towel."
In my head canon, because they probably did call it something, but in my head
Hmm.
canon, I called it a Dempsey lock.
I mean, it could have been.
Yeah.
So then we had a backstage thing with Tank and Hank and Javon Evans, and they're like, "Hey, man, it's like that's good that you did what you did to Jasper Troy." And then Jasper Troy just murders fucking Javon Evans. And I was like, "Oh yeah, they did good to him. Yeah, great, dummy."
Good for
So
you.
right. So then we had Mike Santana because he's about to have a tag match, and I swear to God, I felt so fucking stupid. I literally felt so fucking stupid. And you want to know why I felt so fucking stupid when Mike Santana came out?
Why did you feel stupid, stupid?
Because he had such a huge pop. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. He's in NXT now. And then the graphic said TNA guy. And I was like, damn. Like he should just stay here. Like, I'm sorry. Like he should just stay here. Like the fuck?
That is true. Him and Joe Henry did certain the aspect, but him
Yes.
more.
Yes. Because he was so over it, and Joe Hendry came out, and they had a match against High Rise, which is tie and tie for those who've been listening for a long time. And Joe Hendry and Santana beat tie and tie, but of course Trick came out and helped out Wesley, and they just laid out Santana and Joe Hendry. I was like, okay, they're a crew, I guess.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
said that. Like, I feel like Trick is the leader.
Yes. So then we had a bunch of Japanese superstars like Kaito Kiyomiya, which fucking just blew my fucking mind, was on NXT. Like my fave, Great Muda, Marufuji, who else? Io Sky. They were all like hyping up fucking Inamori. Like they're hyping him up. And the funny part was like I saw like a few people go, you know, I I don't really think that Inamori is good. Like I don't think he's championship worthy. I'm like, oh, y- just wait till you see the match. Just wait till you see the match. If you don't think it was worth it, wait till you see the match. I've been saying, yeah, like this is a thing.
Yeah.
Like yeah. So then we had Dork State, who were on
I love
TNA
that.
talking about how they beat up TNA people and they're gonna do stuff, and I'm like, well, just go over there then, because I don't think you should be here. Go over there. Ah.
I had such high hopes for them. Like, what the fuck?
And now here we are.
Yes.
So then we had Briggs and Inamori come out, and they're doing a back and forth with Obafemi, and Briggs just like gets in the way and starts talking shit to Oba, and I'm like, bitch, this is not your match. Get out of here. We don't want you. And he winds up fighting with Oba. Oba beats his ass, and then Inamori comes back and lays out Oba. And I'm like, what the fuck is Briggs even in this? Like, he should have stayed home.
Like, here's the thing, right? You're you're saying he should have stayed home and whatever. Looking at it, just looking at it, not knowing how Itamori like actually wrestles. I found that out last week and whatever. The guy's good,
Mm-hmm.
but just on paper, to me, it should
Mm-hmm.
have been Briggs, because Briggs like towers over Oba. Like I kind of like that.
But the funny part is, this isn't the first time we had Briggs and Oba. So that's what's pissing me off. Like, we had that before.
Yeah, yeah.
So then we had Kalani Jordan, and she was facing Laney Reed. And this made a lot of headlines, not because of the match, because of something that happened with the match, because it was reported that Shayna Baszler was a producer of this match, and people was like, "Oh my god!" And Shayna came out and was like, "Dude, I was just on the headset, and this isn't the first time I did this. Like, I've done this before. This isn't the first time." She's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And people was like, "Oh, that means she got a job back." And she was like, "Yeah, it's not a job. They just asked me, and I just showed up. Like, I don't know what everybody's getting hyped for." So it was like, in my mind, I'm like, she's probably gonna wind up signing to be a producer, but like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, stuff happens.
At least she got some sort of job with WWE. You
Mm-hmm.
know, she's getting paid, so good for her.
Exactly. So they're having a match. Kalani does this crazy split-legged moonsault onto Laney Reed, and she lays out Laney, and she gets the win. She's posing, and in the background, all you see was Laney Reed get her ass beat by Thea Hale. Like, Thea came out and beat the shit out of her. So then we go to the back. We're in the trainer's room. Like, fucking Javon Evans is there holding his ribs. And then we see one of the guys from Chase U having a panic attack. And all of a sudden, Jasper Troy just fucking tackles the dog shit out of Javon Evans and beats his ass some more, lays him the fuck out, which sets up something later on, but it was fucking hilarious.
It felt reminiscent of a fucking Vader bomb.
Yeah. So then we had the family all come together with Rizzo. And Rizzo says, "Listen, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of you guys fighting. We've done all this stuff together. We won championships together. We've done this together. We killed people together. We've done everything together. And you guys want to fight? All right, next week we're gonna have a triple threat. And you guys, whoever wins, wins." And I'm just like, all right, so at the end of this triple threat, can we all just hug and kiss and get back together? Because like, I don't like them separate. I like them together. So can we just get back together and move on?
Like I like him better together too, but I'm still kind of intrigued where they're gonna go with everybody. Because like, right now with Luca,
Mm-hmm.
what do you do with Luca? You know what I mean?
Nothing.
And then
Nothing.
fucking what the fuck? And then Stacks, like he's like a total dick and whatever, you know. Like I'm liking it, but I want them back together too. But I want to see how far they go with each one. None
Yeah.
of them are gonna be stars separately. I know that for a fact.
Listen, I know exactly how far you go with each one out the door. That's if they're not together, they're out the door. I promise you.
Okay.
So yeah, like it's better for them to stick together.
Yeah.
So then we had Jasper Troy, and he's out there, and he gets beat up by Javon. Because Javon's like, "No, I'm coming out there. I'm gonna kick your ass." And Javon laid him out.
I like how Javon is like a little dude, the younger OG and whatever, but he doesn't take
Mm-hmm.
shit from anybody.
Exactly. So then we had a culling, and they brought Tatum in, and they're saying, "Hey, listen, we're gonna win some titles, and this person's gonna win titles." And they're like, "Yeah, everyone's gonna win titles." And they actually did something really fucking cool with that. They
Hmm.
had a transition from Nico sitting there to Nico walking out. It's like, oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, that was cool. Then we had the tag title match, and Hank and Tank versus the Culling. And part of me was like, oh my God, they're gonna do it, aren't they? Hank and Tank are gonna lose to the culling. Like it's over. But no, that's not what happened. So I was wrong, and I'm glad that I was wrong.
That would be kind of interesting with the cutting as the tag team champions, though.
It would be interesting, but I would be so baffled. Like, what do you do with these guys? But like, I'm glad Hank and Tank kept the titles. Now brings up the new question: who's gonna be Hank and Tank for the titles?
Hank and Hank.
Okay. And one of the reasons they got fucking like fucked up was because Zarya came and stole Tatum Paxley.
Yeah,
So that was fucked up. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, and shit happens. Like like shit happens. But
she's
so
getting treated like a little baby, though.
uh-huh. We had Mr. Chase yell at the Chase U kids nicely and get them back together, and it was like, all right, we're gonna be cool. So then we had this whole entire Champion Evolution Summit. And I liked it because Ava said like the people she was putting in there. And I had a theory. This is exactly the theory I had when Lash Legend came out because she's part of it. I was like, I want Lash Legend in this because I have a feeling that they can do some of the coolest fucking shit with Lash Legend.
Yeah,
They could pair Lash Legend up with Naomi, and Naomi could win the title with like Lash Legend's help. And I know people are like, well, you shouldn't just put them together because it's like no, no, no. Naomi is a vet. Naomi's been doing this for years, and all Lash needs is just a small little bit of polish to actually be a top star. And if you put her with Naomi, Naomi could do some shit with her to make her shine. Like have her as like Naomi's bodyguard when Naomi cashes in on Jade. Fucking perfect.
I
Just
was thinking
fucking
that
perfect.
bodyguard scenario. You're absolutely right. He would learn so much from Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
yeah,
like
I agree with that.
I'm all for it.
Same.
So
That wasn't even on my cards. I didn't even think about that. That would be perfect. So
hmm So Shawn Michaels said, "Fuck it, I'll do it," because he had every woman that's in the battle royal except for Nikki Bella and probably a few others come out on NXT TV and start a brawl, and people were just fighting. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw a bunch of people go, you know what? I'm actually excited for Evolution because of this brawl. And this is like after Raw, and it was like, damn, like Sean actually stepped up and did some shit. I was like, okay.
you know, it's funny. I agree. That actually
Mm-hmm.
like made me hype too. However, like they do the fucking brawl at the end of the fucking show a lot. Not just WWE, not just NXT, not just AEW, but this one actually got me hyped. Like I feel like I should be used to brawls, but this one actually got me in it. I don't know why.
Yeah, like this one made sense. That's why I was like, this makes sense.
Yeah.
So that was that. And now let's go to the predictions.
Okay.
Javon Evans versus fucking Jasper Troy at Great American Bash. Who do you have?
I think Javon's gonna pull through, so because he's bouncy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, yeah, he's definitely gonna win, right? So then we have Ethan Page versus Ricky Starks for the North American title in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Ricky because like one, he picked the stipulation, and two, as you said, this should have been like a loser leaves, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel even though that's not the stipulation, Ethan's gonna lose, and then he's gonna wind up in the main roster and joining Seth Rollins and them because you know that's the rumor.
Yes. I'm like I'm actually torn because I don't know who's gonna win, but I know the dispute needs to be over and they need to be separated.
Yes.
So then we have Soruka versus Izzy Dane for the North American title. Who do you have in that?
I'm gonna go. It's Izzy Dane, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Izzy Dane and like because it's Zarya and whatever, right? However,
Hmm.
it could go a way where like Zarya helps her win and then turns on her and whatever, because it's bound to happen. She's gonna turn on her anyway. But like, I'm going with Izzy.
I'm going with Soul. I'm going with Soul keeping the title
Okay,
because I feel like Zarya probably will turn on her at some point, but I'm going with Soul.
okay.
And then we have a tag match: Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace versus JC and Fallon.
I think
Listen,
Jason Fallon gonna win just for the fact that JC's the champion and all that, you know?
okay, so I'm going the opposite. I'm thinking Blake is gonna get because remember this is her first match. This is her first match on NXT, and
That is true.
I feel like she's gonna pin JC, and they're gonna be like, you know what? We're gonna turn this into a triple threat at Evolution, and then she's gonna win the title.
Okay.
That's what I feel like.
Hopefully it goes that route. Yeah.
Hmm. So then we had Obafemi versus Inamori, and nothing against Inamori. I don't think he's gonna win, but it's gonna be a great match. It's gonna knock a lot of people's socks off. But Oba is definitely keeping the title.
I agree 100%. And like I thought, even like finding out how good Itamori is, he's not winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought he's gonna job out. Really, just on paper, looking at him on face value, he's gonna fuck Oba up, but
Yes.
he ain't winning.
This match is gonna be fucking great, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
So now we go to the main roster side of the show and start off with Seth Rollins and Division coming out. And I saw like a lot of disputes between this because fucking Paul Heyman kept talking about the Empire. The Empire doesn't strike back; they strike first. And I was like, and people was like, "Oh, their name is the Empire," but then he never officially says it.
Yeah.
And we find out that he's the Oracle. And like Seth is about to speak, he's waiting for the mic. Braun Breaker just busts through and just like, Sammy, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna leave you laying. And Seth was like, what the fuck is going on? He's looking at Paul. He's like, Paul, what the fuck is happening? Why is he talking? Paul's like trying to calm down. He's like, listen, I was like, I don't know. And just Braun's just going on this fucking tear. And then Seth's like, okay. And like he gets the mic back and Bronson Reed's like, no, I want to say something too. He's like, all right, fuck it. He gives he gives Bronson Reed the mic, and Bronson Reed's like he's gonna kill Jey Uso. And then Paul Heyman cuts another promo, and then Seth looks for the mic and he's like, fuck this. And he just left. He just fucking left.
Like whatever we're gonna call him, the Empire, the Vision, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's over soon. The way this went, I doubt it's over soon, but it came across like that. They trying to give you a red herring. They're gonna break the group up.
I think that's why they did it, because like people have already started talking, and now people are like, oh, they're gonna break the group up already. And it's like, no, no, no. I think this was just like a thing. Like then start putting like people like in people's head. If you wasn't paying attention, this is now to get you paying attention. Like, they could break up, which they're not. They
Yeah,
could break up, but they're not. It's like, okay.
and if they
So
do break them up, like I'll be upset. I'm just saying.
oh, they will break them up eventually.
No, but I mean, like in the near future.
Oh no, no, no. It's good. Like I could probably guarantee they'd probably be around to like Royal Rumble. At
Yeah,
least.
that I'm fine with.
Yeah. So then we had the Judgment Day in the back with all the gold. Everybody's happy. And there's a shrine to Live. And Raquel goes, she's not dead. And Finn was like, I know, but like, she's going to be out for a long time. It took me months to come back from my injury. And so Raquel's like, yeah, you know what? That's right. Like, yeah, so why don't we honor her by keeping the picture around? So Rock, Roxanne leaves, and Raquel's about to leave with her, and she can't help but do the cross and look at Liv and just kiss. Yo, I popped so hard for that because she's the main one talking about she's alive, and then like as she leaves, she's like, "No, I gotta cross." She fucking leaves. I'm like, that is hilarious.
She literally almost killed me like IRL with that shit because I was drinking something and she did that and I started to fucking choke like you because I laughed while I was drinking like no you asshole.
That shit was hilarious. So then we had Finn and JD talking to Dom, trying to calm him down, and then all of a sudden we see AJ peeking from behind, and Dom goes, "Doctor's note, doctor's note," because like he brought him a cake and it said, "Get well soon, Dom." And Dom was like, "Doctor's note." That was funny.
My question is
Uh-huh.
like he was sitting in that corner the whole time. How nobody saw
Uh-huh.
him?
Because no, he was hiding behind a box. Like you could see him peek out.
Okay.
So then we find out that they're doing a four-way for the women's tag team titles, but there's a team that got picked and nobody knows about it, and they're just in there because Sol Ruka and Zarya are in the match. No, they didn't have to qualify for shit. They just existed and was like, "Hey, we're in the match." I was like, "Okay,
I didn't even think about that. Like I like in the back of my mind I thought they won.
no, no, no." And this happened before NXT. Like this happened before NXT was on. So that's
Mm,
what even made it worse. It was like there was no explanation. Even on NXT, they didn't explain why they're in it. It's just like they're in it. Okay.
interesting.
So we had Kari versus Roxy, and they're fighting. Like this was actually a good match. Like Roxy and Kari was tearing it up, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then Raquel comes in. She beats the shit out of Kari. Then Asuka comes in for the save, and I was like, oh, Asuka and Kari are the tag team. Oh, okay. Like I'm not
Vicky
mad at it.
Williams.
Listen, I'm not mad at it at all, but like also you had Natalia and Maxine, the Dungeon Dolls, and they're trying to be a tag team, and it's like, nah, fuck you guys, out of here.
I feel like they've been saying fuck you to Natalia for the longest. So
Yeah. So we had Sammy getting interviewed by Jackie, and he was like, "Yo, I don't know what's wrong with Cross, but I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna beat Braun Breaker." And Scarlett pulled up, and Jackie was the most wildest thing she's ever done. Because Scarlett pulled up and Jackie looks directly at her boobs. Then she looks at her face for a second, it goes back to her boobs. And I'm like, dude, we can see you. Like, we can see you. Everybody was like, dude, like, she really just did that? Like, yeah, she did that.
I mean, I don't blame her. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So then we had fucking American Made in the back. And they're talking, and Brutus keeps going, yeah, Chad Gable, Americana. And they're like, shut the fuck up. And Pierce tells Ivy she's in the Battle Royal. And then Oscar and Kari come in, and he goes, you guys are in a tag team match. Good for you. And
I don't like how they were just chosen like that.
me neither. And then Nikki Bella goes, listen, I was supposed to do stuff with Liv. That didn't work out, so I'm in a battle royal. I'm like, okay, all right.
Whatever.
So then we get Sammy on his way to the ring. Cross attacks him, lays him out, fucks up his ribs. They're like, Sammy, you can't have this match. I would have wrestled Braun. Sammy, you shouldn't have this match. I would have wrestled Braun. Braun murders him. Braun
Yep.
spears him like 10 times, fucks his ribs up, throws him on the table, kills him again, just keeps going, and he just dies. Okay.
She was bad.
Okay. So we have the War Machines talking to Pierce and New Day dressed in all black in funeral garb. And War Machine's like, yo, y'all said that no repeat tag teams go for the titles, so we get a shot. And they was like, this is wrong. And Becky walks by them and was like, guys, I feel for you. And he was like, you were right about Big E. Such an asshole.
Yeah.
And
Wasn't
then,
Big E and her mom like really cool too?
yes. So then we had Becky come out. And shout out to Becky for wearing the Palestine colors.
Hmm.
Like, shout out for her to subtly, like, just, hey guys, look, see, I'm with you. Like, I like that.
That was good.
And Bailey comes out. And as Bailey's coming out, Lyra just like fucks right past her. Like, I'm not even joking. Bailey didn't even get to the ring. Lyra's music comes on, and Bailey's like, what the fuck? She walks right past her, goes in there, starts talking shit about Becky. It did like they go back and forth, and I saw everybody online say the same exact sentiment that I'm about to say. Like this feud was like already like looking like it was something special until this promo where everybody was like, "Oh shit, like this is gonna be a banger."
It's bigger than we thought.
Mm-hmm. So then we had the Vision in the back talking, and Bronson Reed was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go out there and kill Jey Uso," which I would have liked him to further kill Jey Uso instead of hitting him with like one tsunami and laying him out. And they had to drag Jey Uso to the back. I wanted him to give him like 30 tsunamis. That would have been better for me.
At the least three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
LA Knight said that he's going to kill Seth Rollins. And then we had an Evolution promo between Rhea and EO. And Rhea kept saying, yo, I've never beat her. I've never beat her. I never beat her. I'm like, okay. Like when we get to the predictions, I'll talk about my predictions for this. But she kept saying, I never beat her. So
Yeah.
then we had El Grande Vente Americano versus Dragon Lee. And how did you think Vente did?
I actually like him more than the original for some odd reason. He's oddly more luchador-ish somehow.
Okay. And Penta was in the back, and Paul Heyman said, stay out of our way. And then he got on Braun's face. So that's going to be a thing. We had
It has been a
Gunther.
thing.
Yeah. We had Gunther talking shit. And then Goldberg pulled up because he didn't think Goldberg was there. And Goldberg pulled up. And we had a banger of a main event because it was Seth Rollins versus Penta. And they were just going at it. They just went and they just went. And Seth wins. Seth gets the win. And right after that, he gets hit with the BFT from LA Knight because they're going to have a match at fucking Saturday Night's main event.
I don't know
It
why
was
that bothered me. I don't know why
okay.
it bothered me, but it bothered me.
Okay. Uh, you don't know why, so I can't even ask you why. You
I
don't know why.
literally, I thought you actually was gonna ask me. I was gonna be like, I literally just said I don't know.
Yeah. Like I can't even ask you. I can't be like, why? But you don't know why. So there's no explanation there. Like I can't even say, oh, well, yeah, you don't know.
I don't feel like the attack was necessary. Just go to the match and be done with it. Maybe because I'm not really excited for this match.
Yeah, I was about to say that could be it. Like you don't want this match because, like, to be honest, I don't care about this match. So, like,
Yeah,
when we get to like the predictions for Saturday night's main event, like I'll give my thoughts, but like, yeah, I'm just I yeah, I don't feel this. I don't feel good, Mr. Stark.
we're not even there yet. I'm gonna say it right now. Seth Rollins. I don't care.
Okay, so now we have to talk about SmackDown.
Yes.
And then we had the dumb stuff on fucking SmackDown. It's just goddamn. Like it started out with LA Knight, and he's talking about whatever the hell he's talking about. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what the fuck he was talking about. He just was talking. Like he wasn't really saying shit. He just was talking, and I was like, oh, okay.
Like, is
Yeah.
it me? But like, is his promos like every single one is exactly the same goddamn thing?
No, it's everyone is the same. That's why I'm just like zone out.
Yeah.
So I'm just like lost. Then Paul Heyman comes out, and I don't know why I saw somebody on Twitter go, "What does Paul Heyman have to do with LA Knight?" It's like what?
Like,
Like
bitch, what?
yeah, like what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like it has everything to do with that. What are you
Yep.
talking about? So Paul is talking shit, and he gets halfway down to the ring. Then MTF come down, or my MFT. I don't know why I botched that, but MFT comes down. So they're about to beat his ass because Solo hates Paul for some reason. And then, right as they're about to beat his ass, Jimmy shows up, and Jimmy helps out because for some godforsaken reason, before SmackDown, they put out, "Hey, it's going to be Solo versus Jimmy in the Saturday Night's main event." Just no rap. Like a lot of you not. SmackDown wasn't even on, and they just put it out. Was like, "Hey guys, this is happening." Why?
I'm so disappointed because I want Jimmy to fucking win that title, but he's not beating Solo, not right now.
I mean, it could happen, and it would be like really fucking hilarious. But that was that was funny. And then Nick Aldis goes, "Oh, later on it's going to be Jimmy and LA Knight versus the MFTs." Okay, cool.
Why?
It, I mean, it wraps up the storyline, but it also is just like, I don't know. It didn't make any sense.
Like, I didn't
So
care.
none at all. So then we had Lexa and Charlotte, and they're doing their little backstage thing. Like Charlotte was actually looking cute. Like
Yeah,
she was dressed. Like she killed it today. Like she came in and was like, "Fuck this! Like I'm gonna get dressed." And so a lot of people have been talking about this Players Tribune thing that she had. Like, and it was like I was reading through it, and the funny part was like there was like some stuff in there, just like some personal stuff, like how she came when she came back, she felt like everybody was yelling at her as Ashley and not Charlotte, and it felt kind of personal to her. And then the whole thing with Tiffany, how Tiffany really took that shot at Ashley instead of Charlotte, and she felt bad. I'm not even gonna lie, she felt bad, she felt horrible, and she was talking about a bunch of other stuff. And I saw so many people go, "Oh my god, I can't believe Charlotte is like so likable." And it was like,
yeah,
and the funny part was like, I saw this from like five people. I saw this from like five people go, "Oh my god, I can't believe Charlotte is so likable." Everybody else on my whole entire timeline was like, "Okay, that's our Ashley. Like we love her." And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah." Like, because they all like everybody on the timeline know exactly who she is. Like everybody on my timeline, besides those five people, knew exactly who she was. And as soon as she put this out, they was like, "See, like this is what we mean. Like this is our girl." Because she really was just saying some shit that you're like, "Oh my god, like how could you hate her?"
exactly. You
And
you
to
can hate
me,
the character, but you can't hate her.
yeah, like to me, she's like one of the only people that I can separate art from artist. Like when she's Charlotte, I could be like, "Oh my god, she's so fucking boring. I hate her." And then like when she just steps out of the ring, I'm like, she's the she's one of the best people in the world. I love her.
Yeah.
Like I like some people don't get that, but it's just like it fucks things up. But it was real funny watching people react to that.
Some people can't separate shit.
Yeah, and it was like her and Alexa is like really cute together, and it's gonna be funny because like they work but don't work. But it's like, yeah, I want to see how this goes.
It's one of those like odd couple tag teams
Mm-hmm.
that they typically have. I like the t-shirt. We're not friends.
We're work associates.
Yeah.
So then they had a four-way with Sol Ruka, Kari Sane, Roxy, and Alexa. And a lot of people caught on to exactly what the fuck I caught on to because like Soul was doing a bunch of stuff and Soul did this flip on the outside. And if you look, Charlotte was on the outside and Charlotte looked directly at her. And you like if you seen it just like everybody else seen it, and I seen it, she looked at her and you just saw exactly what you see when you see Ashley look at a wrestler. She goes, okay, I see something in you. I want to work with you and make you special. Like it just like her face went from just like a regular just look to you. Like you could just see the face. It was like she just like you. And I was like, oh, she's gonna cut up in an evolution. Like this is
Yeah.
gonna be fun. Like I want to see Soul in Charlotte because the way she looked at her was like you. She's like she just had that face was like you're gonna be something special and I want to work with you. And once she gets somebody like that, she loves them and makes them look good. That's how she did with Naomi. Like she fell in love with Naomi, and every time her and Naomi have a match, it's never a bad match. It's always great.
Rhea too.
Yes,
Yeah.
she finds people and she falls in love with them. Like, oh my god, I can make magic with you. And once she gets them, like they become her sweethearts forever.
Recently, Tiffany.
No, no, not Tiffany. She like that Tiffany thing is no, no. She did it because she had to, but her and
I
Tiffany ain't
I know. I said it jokingly. I said it jokingly. I just wanted that out there.
like, but she's.
Who
Mhm.
who was it that she had a match with? Lost, but like she was all smiles at the end of it and whatever that you pointed it out to me and whatever. I want to say
BFAB.
it was BFAB.
It was BFAB. Yeah,
Okay, okay,
because like I said, she finds people and she just like goes, listen, I'm going to make you something special. Because
yeah.
like she had that match with BFAB and we was like, oh shit, like BFAB is something. BFAB never did anything else with anybody else. Because like Charlotte was just like, no, I'm gonna sprinkle Charlotte dust on her and make her feel special. And then like we're all hyped, like, oh, she's gonna fight somebody else. Next person she fights is just like blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. And then we had the Wyatts versus the Street Profits. Yeah, the Street Profits lost. And this actually sparked this was funny because like the debate, like I've been having this debate online because like a lot of us was like, hey, this doesn't seem right. And then somebody put out a whole fucking TikTok was like, yeah, WWE doesn't treat black people well. And then like a couple of friends was like, yeah, like no, like we got, tag team champions. And one of my friends, she just goes, "Oh my fucking god!" Like, like they do have a problem. I was like, "Wait, no, they don't have a problem." And then she explained it to me. She was like, the Street Profits were the last black tag team, the last black people that had anything. The New Day lost their time. I was like, "Oh my god, there is a problem. There's a real problem. Where the fuck is Carmelo Hayes? There's a problem. There's a problem."
Actually, I didn't even like to think like he wasn't there. Like what the fuck?
Yes, like that's the funny part. Like that's the problem. And it was like, oh shit, like there really is a problem. Like now I'm getting upset. Like we've been pointing it out before, but people have like been lasered in on certain things. I was like, no, like give them the benefit of the doubt. But after this, it's like, oh, there's no benefit we can give you. You really don't like us. And I know somebody's like, well, what about the women? Well, I mean black men. Like on the main roster, they hate black men. Like there's a match later on, and as soon as I point it out, you're gonna be like, wait, what? Yeah, it's a match later on that you're gonna be like, oh shit. So we go to the back, and all the tag teams are there. They're pissed off that the Wyatts won, but then we have our new tag team of Phoenix and Andrade, which I still cannot fucking get. Why the fuck don't they just put Phoenix with fucking like Penta, like why are we doing this with Andrade? Like I like them together, but like why can't we just do it the right way instead of this way?
Uh, Easy answer, they're in two different shows. That doesn't make
Okay,
it look a difference, but that's the easy answer. Otherwise, like I
okay.
couldn't tell you.
So this is the point where I was like, I mentally checked out again, and then I was like, this is becoming a problem, and it's not the problem that you think it's a problem, but like I'll get to it after we do the finish of SmackDown, because Jellyroll comes out, he does his thing, whatever, blah blah blah. Then Logan Paul comes out. Logan Paul's like, "You kid, step into our sport because this is our sport." Blah blah blah. Then Randy comes out. Then Drew comes out, and they have a little tussle, and it sets up a tag match between the four of those people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, I was checked out. Like yesterday, like I literally, I mean, not even yesterday, earlier on the podcast, I said, yeah, this kind of fucking sucks. I was like, this kind of fucking sucks, but like, it's all for the greater good. But then it was like, seeing it, I don't know what if it was for the greater good. I don't know.
It was like a meh thing, if anything.
Yes. So then we had Aleister Black versus Truth. 2 minutes. Truth got the win. That was it. That
Yep.
was it. That was it. That's literally how they treat us. Hey, you go out there for a second. All right, bye. Get out of here. We filled our quota. The fuck you mean you filled your quota?
Oh my God, we filled our quota though.
That's what it felt like. It felt like we filled our quota. We put enough black people on here. All right, bye. And it's like, what the fuck just happened? It's like, oh, like I said, I'm gonna get to it at the end of the SmackDown. But like, fuck, man, like just fuck. So Truth is walking away in the back, and Aleister Black is going after him. And Priest is like, "Hey, man, chill." So Aleister's like, "All right, look, all right, I got you." Then Aleister just proceeds to beat the shit out of Priest, and it was like the funniest Black Mass because he hit him with Black Mass, and he goes and bumps into the fucking pillar and just falls down.
Yeah,
That was fucking funny.
it was wild.
Yes. So then we had face to face with Tiffany and Trish, and I'm not gonna lie, this was boring as fuck. This was boring as fuck. And then the only thing that saved it was Naomi came out, and then she got beat up by Jade. That was the only thing that saved it. I was like, oh, that saved it because this segment was just boring as fuck. Like, no one believes Trish is gonna beat fucking Tiffy. Like, no one believes that shit. Like, it's not real. So, like, what the fuck is the point? What are we doing here? Like, nobody believes that.
For funsies.
Yeah, I guess. So then we get the main event, the MFT versus Jimmy in LA. The match goes on, blah blah blah. Shit happens,
Yeah.
and then all of a fucking sudden, here comes Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, and they just kill the shit out of LA Knight. So yeah, that was the end of the show.
Braun, as you
And
call him.
yeah, like I'm fucking bored of WWE. I'm not even joking. I'm bored of WWE. WWE has not put anything that's been entertaining for a minute. They have totally fucking sucked. And I know somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, AEW's on the upswing." There's like two good things in AEW that I'm like excited about. Everything else is just like it's there also. This
Yeah.
is this is one of them times where I'm watching wrestling and like everything just fucking sucks. Like everything is just like fucking just fucking sucks. It just fucking sucks.
Half the time it's hard for me to pay attention, like lately.
Yeah, it really sucks.
Yeah.
So let's do the predictions for Saturday night's main event and Evolution. Let's see how this goes.
All right.
So Jimmy versus Solo for the U.S. title. Who do you have here?
Solo.
I mean, I think Solo's gonna keep the title until he loses to Jacob again. So that's a thing.
Yeah.
So then we have Randy with Jellyroll and Drew with Logan Paul on Saturday night's main event. Who do you have?
I didn't even know Logan was gonna be in Drew's corner. Like I missed that. Um, Randy and Jellyroll.
Yeah, I. The funny part is I don't think it's gonna be Randy in general. I think it's gonna be Drew and Logan for some reason.
And
Like I
like,
don't know why. I just feel like they're going to get the win because like Randy doesn't really need to win. That's the only reason I'm saying that. Randy doesn't
yeah,
need to win.
yeah, exactly.
But I feel like if Logan's team wins, then that gives them more fuel for whatever the fuck this bullshit thing that they're doing going on. You know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean. And also like going into the way I worded it, like I used both names and what you just said, team, it's gonna become a tag team match, even though it's 1-1
Hmm.
as of right now.
Yeah. So that's that. Then we have Seth Rollins versus LA Knight. And I think we
And
both have the same person winning. Not for a good reason, but I think we have the same person winning.
nah,
Come on, you don't have LA Knight winning this?
hell no. I have Seth Rollins winning all the way. He's Mr. fucking Money in the Bank.
That's exactly why he's losing because he's Mr. Money in the Bank. He's got a fucking guaranteed title shot. He's going to win. So,
But he has his crew.
I know, but I feel like this is going to be one where he just fucks up and he loses to LA Knight and he gets the win. He runs off and everything's cool. So that's that.
You're right, because they do that with Money in the Bank winners or whatever.
Hmm.
But however, like I don't see it at least for this match.
I mean, listen, it would be a big win for LA Knight. Even if he never does anything else, he could say he beat Seth Rollins and we could go from there. We never have to talk about it again, ever again.
How about he loses and we still don't have to talk about it?
And then you have wait, and then you have people bitching about why aren't you doing stuff with LA Knight? He's so popular. And it's like, God damn it, dude, just let it go. Just let it go.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. So then we have the main event and Goldberg's quote unquote last match against Gunther for the world title. How who do you think is gonna win this? I was gonna say how do you feel, but who do you think is gonna win this?
Yeah, because you know how I feel.
Yes.
If there is a God, Gunther's winning.
Okay. So I think Gunther's gonna win because CM Punk versus Gunther for the world title is a thing. And like
Yeah.
that's already penciled in. And some people are like they want Goldberg to win. I so I don't know if I want Goldberg to lose in a straight up loss or I want Goldberg to lose in a fuck finish. But I want him to lose. Like both things. Like I don't know if it's going to be a fuck finish or a straight up ass whooping.
Like, I'm okay with a fuck finish, but I'm trying to think how would it be a fuck finish?
Seth Rollins tries to cash in, distract everybody, and shit gets wonky, and then that's it.
Jesus Christ, you got it that quick. Okay.
Hmm. So like, yeah, I just like I don't know how I want him to lose, but I want him to lose.
Yeah.
So now we go to the Evolution card, and we go with the Battle Royal. The winner gets a shot at Clash in Paris. So who do you have with this match?
I kind of tend to skip battle royals, especially when I don't know everyone who's in it. So I'm gonna skip that one.
I'm going with Stephanie Vaquer right now. I'm gonna
Okay,
put I'm gonna put her as the win because I want to see her go to Paris and challenge for a title.
that would be
So,
cool.
mhm. So then we have Jade Cargill versus Bianca. I mean, not what, wait, what the hell? Like, I don't know why I said that, but Jade Cargill and Naomi in a no holds barred match.
It's gonna be Jade.
Mm, no, remember Jade has a guaranteed world title match.
Yeah,
Jade has a guaranteed world title match.
yeah.
So
They
Both
both
of them,
do technically, because remember Naomi's Money in
yeah,
the Bank.
they do.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I so I do have a theory. Like, if Naomi loses, like I said earlier in the podcast, you could put her with Lash Legend. Like, they both could lose. Like, Lash loses the Battle Royal, she loses this, and they just like link up and be like, "Ooh, we could be friends," and then like we could go from there. Like,
Yeah.
that's the way that I want Naomi to lose. But I mean, I honestly don't know how to call this one, so I'm just gonna throw it up.
Because you could also like use the same logic you used with Seth Rollins earlier by him being Money
Hmm.
in the Bank. But yeah, women might be a little bit different when it comes to the Money in the Bank.
Yeah. So then we have Judgment Day, Charlotte and Alexa, Soul and Zarya, and the Kabuki Warriors for the tag team championships.
It's Judgment Day because they need to like settle the lip thing.
Basically. Then we have Trish versus Tiffy.
As we said earlier, like why? Like Trish ain't winning.
Exactly. So then we got JC Jane versus Jordan Grace for the NXT Women's title.
It's been said for a while Jordan Grace is going to the main roster,
Hmm.
SmackDown, I do believe. So
Yep.
it's no point of Jordan winning. So Jay's gonna have it, and she hasn't had it for that long. So let her ride with it.
I still want somehow to Blake Monroe to get added to this thing, and it's a three-way, and she wins the title. And then
Yeah.
like Jordan just has to go do some other dumb shit, but like that's what I really want.
Okay.
Then we have the triple threat for the IC title: Becky versus Bailey versus Lyra. Who you got in this match?
Uh, I think it's gonna be Becky.
I think so too. And then we get official heel turn of Lyra.
Yeah.
Like, Lyra's like gonna be the most official heel
Yeah, you're
turn.
right, because she's not official yet.
Hmm. Then we got the main event: Io versus Rhea for the world championship. Who you got here?
Rhea, just for the like, y'all know I'm a big fan of Rhea, but that ain't it. It to me, it's the whole them keep like verbalizing, oh, Rhea hasn't beat her. Rhea hasn't beat her. A lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times when they do that, that means you're finally beating her.
Okay, so I'm going with Io, and this is for the sexy answer. Here goes the sexy. You ready for
Okay.
this?
Hmm.
Io beats her. Rhea has now officially never beaten Io. That's
Yeah.
fine. Io goes on a SummerSlam to take on Asuka. Ooh, great match. Something we've
Yes.
never seen. Then
100%.
Io goes on a Clash in Paris to take on Stephanie, something that we wanted to see again with an official ending.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Where does that leave Rhea? Well, Crown Jewel is going to be in Australia. Why not have Rhea go in as the fucking challenger against Io? She's never beaten Io. She finally beats her in her hometown in front of her home crowd and everybody. And it's a huge moment.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Like, the only problem is trying to find something for Rhea to do for the next 2.5 months. Like, to find something for her to do, like a feud for her that's gonna be entertaining and not just like some bullshit, is the hard part. Like, that's the
Yeah.
only hard part. But like, getting to the destination makes sense. Like, you put her in that match and she wins the title in front of her hometown. Boom. Let her hold it to WrestleMania and drop it to whoever the fuck you're gonna make her drop it to. And that's it. Like, that's perfect.
Like at that point, like it doesn't matter who she drops it to. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Because like the EO run, like if EO loses a title to her, we don't get to see EO versus Asuka.
Yeah.
Like, that's a match that like everybody's dreaming about. And like, we can see EO versus Stephanie like anytime, but like for the title, they're gonna go all out. And it's like, okay, we can have that on a card. Like, that's three title matches lined up for EO after Evolution. Like those are three title matches after Evolution. Then we go somewhere else. It just fits perfectly for that.
I hope they book all that, but
Hmm.
like it just the way everything's sounding to me, like, oh, she hasn't beat her, she hasn't beat her, she hasn't beat her. Barely ever when they say that it continues on for that person not beating them. I believe it's what is it? Sammy and Drew. Sammy still hasn't beat Drew, has he?
No, and that's why when Drew wins that world title, the moment he wins that world title, you and I both know exactly what happens. That second that the 3 count goes, we're like, we're getting that Sammy world title win. The
Yep.
second Drew wins, we're like, we're getting that title win because he's never beaten him, and because the longer they keep pushing it off, means that it's something special, and they bring it
Yeah.
up, that means it's something special. And if they do this with Rhea and Io, it's like okay, we have something special because it's going to happen in Australia, right in front of our crowd. Boom, dub. Like it'll be great.
Yeah.
Like it would
That's
be
the
fucking. Hmm.
that's the only example, right, of a person that they say hasn't beat the other person and it's still that way as of right now.
Um, technically Moxley, but that is like we haven't had All In. That's like tomorrow. But
Okay.
technically Moxley, as of right now, he hasn't beat Hangman in a Texas Death Match. So that's one. Like there's probably others, but I think like when you do that and you do it the right way, it comes off great when a person finally beats them.
Yeah.
Like the only other one that like hasn't happened yet, and it's because their stories never lined up because of injuries, is Charlotte and Liv.
Okay. Yeah, that is true.
Because like that's one that a lot of people, I guarantee, a lot of people have no idea that that exists because it was booked during the Vince McMahon era, and it was so laid out that something should happen that once it happens in the Triple H era, people would be like, oh shit, like this is a callback that we didn't even know we needed, and it will be a good match because also they haven't had this version of Liv versus this version of Charlotte,
Yeah.
so that all of that just like is it works. You just got to know how to use something that like you basically half-ass worked and like oh shit I didn't know this person ever beat this person and you're like oh okay now we got a story here and you just go from
Yeah, 'cause you booked that a long time ago. So
there. Mm-hmm. Because like the only opposite is like if Rhea wins, then what? Okay, we get Rhea versus Asuka, and it's like, but we saw Rhea versus Asuka,
yeah.
and it's not really a huge match. And I'm like, okay, Rhea versus Stephanie, like, okay, that's great. Like I would love to see it, but it just still wouldn't hit the same because of everything else that's going on. And you're like, oh, well, all right. Like we still could get Rhea versus Stephanie next year, like when Rhea has the title. I mean, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's just like right now, it's just like Eel's on a run, let her have the run, and then when she loses, you can do whatever you want with her. But like she's on the run right now, so let her keep going. Like let her go into SummerSlam, have this big match, and then like just keep going and give the title to Rhea at the perfect time. Like it makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's just so like it's just so much stuff that like perfectly lays out that you're like, ooh, this works, this works, this works, but you just have to put it together.
And put together correctly.
Yes. So with that, that is the last thing because we have a lot of show, and I mean long, super long shows this weekend. Do you have any last words before the long weekend?
Um, I like to dedicate this show to my mother that, she passed away. So I'd like to dedicate this episode to her.
Rest in peace to your mom.
Thank you.